I've always been one of the only girls on a broadcast crew, and I was okay with it. I kind of just accepted it as the norm. Kind of something I was just gonna have to kind of live with until like maybe years and years down the road, and maybe there's more girls involved. But I kind of sat down and really thought about it. I was like, it doesn't have to be the norm.
It's really important for females in broadcast to be able to have that experience and realize, hey, something like this is able to happen.
I think it's really important. Women are capable of doing these things.
And I think as girls, sometimes we don't think we're qualified for things even when we are.
Without the crew, it wouldn't have happened. I played competitive sports for my whole life. Played competitive travel hockey until I was a senior in high school. And that camaraderie I had with all my female teammates was awesome. I've been wanting to do something like this since I was probably a sophomore in high school. When, my first couple TV jobs at that point, I was the only girl, and I was like, I don't have to be, but it's just something I was used to. Kind of had that mentality coming into school, always wanted to be able to experience something with all females in TV production, especially sports, but I knew last year during Husky Productions, when this control room was actually more women than men, that hey, we could do this one day, and that experience in itself was really, really fun.
I remember getting a message from Paige on Facebook Messenger. I read up and I see Paige started a group chat for this women's broadcast group, and I was just down for it immediately.
Me and Maya were kind of the captains, kind of leading this all-female group of awesome individuals to kind of do something that we know we can kick butt at.
You need so many people to sort of work it out. You need people like on the TV side, you need people on the court, you need people sort of just doing everything. It's not really like radio where you only need like 2 or 3 people to do it. So we needed a lot of people, but it worked really well.
We needed to fill roughly 22 to 25 positions. A couple positions can double up, but we wanted each position to have its own brain per se, because that always makes for a better broadcast.
Paige and Maya had to do a lot of prep work with like graphics and organizing everyone, because we had a pretty big crew.
Making sure interviews get done, making sure we have crew, making sure people know what they're doing, getting the training in, making sure features were done, teases were done, everything like that just before.
It was cool to see all my friends who maybe don't have those kind of experiences, just with their scheduling, be able to hop into those roles and do them pretty awesomely. So I don't know if that's a word, but it's the word I'm using.
Someone didn't know something, hey, I'll learn that. And that's really the dynamic. It was a learning experience to make something fantastic. And I find that to be kind of amazing.
And I think we're all just really proud that we did it without any like major oops moments or anything.
There was no yelling, we were making jokes, everything went smoothly, and I just thought everyone did an outstanding job.
Wayne State dominated in the paint, whereas St. Cloud barely showed up there in that area.
So such a heartbreaker of a game, but once again we have Rachel Herzog, who is ready and now in studio with us to give us sort of some post-game insights. So Rachel, what have you got for us?
Being able to work with a lot of amazing women and being able to feel part of that community and part of something greater than just that broadcast really was important to me, and I think important to a lot of the females there.
I think it's important because it shows that, especially in sports, that females are able to do sports, and like we're not to be undermined just because of our gender. I think everyone should get the equal opportunity to show what they're capable of.
It was just important because we all were able to do it together, and that doesn't happen very often because most sports broadcasts are like all guys or there's only like 1 or 2 girls.
A lot of people could have gone home that weekend. They could have done literally anything else, but they chose to help create history, and without the crew, it wouldn't have happened. Couldn't have done this with 10 people. We couldn't have done this with 20. We know we needed everyone hands on deck.
Being able to be a part of something that's really female-led in such a male-dominated field was really, really important to me.
I'd love to be able to either come back or just be able to watch a broadcast be done like this again, because I think it's really important to show women are capable of doing these things.
It's the first time a CSU's ever done that, sort of a historic moment also.
This is just the first one we do. It's not the last one we're going to do for sure.
How many times are you going to be able to go into a school, have an idea one day, and be able to make it happen with people who really want to make it happen?
A lot of people after took notice of it, so we were all just, I think, really proud of the broadcast.
I think the thing that surprised me the most was the positivity by our male counterparts. If they couldn't have been a part of it, they were cheering us on. And I think that was the most humbling and exciting part of it. I'd just really like to thank everyone who was supportive, everyone who took time out of their day to help with this. The younger kind of members of the crew, like, they're so motivated to keep this going, and that's really, really exciting. Hopefully this will be like a cool lasting legacy.